Rachel Rickard Straus, editor of Moneywise. I'm here with Joe Curtis, who is manager of the City of London Investment Trust. He's going to do us a Jargon Buster on defensive stocks. What on earth does defensive mean?
Yes, well, I would define defensive, Rachel, in terms of the stock market as a stock that isn't particularly linked to the economic cycle. So it's a company where its profits are not going to fluctuate massively, whether the economy grows or declines. And a good example would be a water utility company. So your water bill goes up by a defined percentage according to what the regulator is. If you want water in your home, you have to pay your water bill. So it's completely insensitive to economic activity, whilst a cyclical stock is something where sales will depend on the state of the economy. I mean, retailing would be a good example. In a big downturn, people will spend less in the shops, and so or a kind of auto manufacturer. I mean, where they have quite high fixed costs, and their profits will slump when consumer confidence declines and people buy less cars. So that would be a cyclical stock, and the defensive wouldn't have that sensitivity to the economy.
Are there any companies that benefit from both?
Well, I think there's a category of companies, sort of so-called consumer staples companies, where they are overall defensive because they're the basic products like food and drinks that you would buy. But there's an element of cyclicality, but they're predominantly defensive. I mean, Diageo, for example, has a range of brands, and even in a downturn, they may need more of a drink in a downturn when things are difficult. So the demand for their products is pretty stable. But having said that, in a downturn, we're thinking of which brand of gin or whiskey you might go for the cheap option rather than the upmarket one. So Diageo would suffer a bit from people. Their sales would hold up reasonably well, but because people are picking a cheaper brand where they're probably on a lower profit margin, their profits would be affected, but wouldn't be anything like as badly as the more cyclical elements of the economy.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Joe.
Pleasure.